You said profits. That's just the point about Amazon. The prices are low, yeah. The profits are non-existent. The most striking thing about this company, I think, is its scale, certainly. You know, I went down to the Amazon distribution center on the Cyber Monday, which, as it happens, is the day before the biggest online shopping day of the year, but saw this just amazing operation. One of their 80 distribution centers, or as they call them, fulfillment centers, because they want you to feel good about things there. And you see this incredible operation. It moves incredible volumes and disparate types of merchandise, and at prices and at sort of a speed that's very expensive to do so. But when you look at the operating margins for this business, what you find over time is that these guys are not making a profit, at least they didn't last quarter, and are barely eking out a profit in the best of times. In fact, the long-term numbers for profits, I mean, you see it right there. There's your operating margins for this company. I mean, pathetically small, tiny operating margins. And so what that suggests is that these guys are willing to sell stuff at such low prices that they may never sell a profit. Now, make a profit. Now, Wall Street likes to look at this stock and bids the shares up fantastically, even as other retailers are reporting kind of crummy results for the holiday season here. There seems to be a belief on Wall Street that someday Amazon will get so big and they'll just turn a switch, raise prices, and start minting profits. One wonders if that day comes and they raise prices, if people continue to shop there.
But once they raise prices, you know how fickle consumers are. They can simply stop clicking on Amazon and walk into Costco.
I mean, that's the question, right, is what could happen for this. Wall Street, again, seems to give these guys a pass. I'm glad I'm not an investor and don't have to figure this one out. You know, but when you see what they've done, again, at their distribution centers, you see what they've done with their website, the technology behind just keeping that website up, offering their stuff, and what that's cost them. So this is another really important number, I think, for this company. They have made tremendous investments. And the 2012 number, I should say, as a caveat, that's the last 12 months of spending. So it's the fourth quarter of 2011 and 3 quarters of 2012. But those are big numbers.
There are
$2.3 billion.
There are big believers, though, in this approach. I had the conversation not long ago with Eric Schmidt of Google, who is following, as you know, not a dissimilar strategy, giving away Android software for free and hoping that by creating a customer experience that transcends what you can get for the same price anywhere else, you'll lock people in and eventually you'll have the pricing power to create the operating margin.
Google has double-digit operating margins to do this with from their search business. They're not running. Amazon has a very unique philosophy, maybe closest to Walmart of all the retailers out there, which is build a giant operation, eke out tiny profits, and eventually squeeze out all of your competitors where you can eke out a tiny profit. The thing is, it's not profitable right now. And that, I think, is something that investors don't seem to care about right now. There's a guy who asked a question in the last conference call. One of the analysts says, look, how many quarters of $500 million plus capital expenditures are we going to see until we see a return on this investment? Because the investments are going up and the profits are going down, and that's a bad combination.
But what does it mean for all these other companies that people simply aren't shopping at anymore because they're Amazon addicts?
Yeah, you know, and it's worth asking. I mean, just as Walmart rolled into more and more towns and sort of shut down main streets in small towns across America because other businesses couldn't compete, consumers won with lower prices. But where economies hurt because they didn't have all the employment, that the jobs got worse and the economy for individuals got worse, you can see the same kind of thing happening online, where online retailers can't compete when Amazon steps into their space. I mean, look what's happened to the book industry.